Hello, everybody, and sorry about that. Oh, son of a fucking bitch. Alister.
I got it. Try it now.
All good.
Welcome back, everybody. Sorry, our recording system seems to be cutting out randomly on us.
We just got a mission, a guerrilla tactics, where the video had cut off. We decided to go and stop the Avatar Project Major Breakthrough because it is imperative that we stop any and all efforts that progress.
We got a couple of upgrades from the Guerrilla Tactics School, just in case for whatever reason those don't make it, did not make it into the other video. It was biggest booms, so now grenades have a chance to critical hit when they hit enemies. And it was also the specialist upgrade that grants them access to Overwatch bonuses. They now have the ability to gain critical hits on Overwatch, and they have a reduced penalty to aim.
They get plus 10 aim.
Yeah, they actually get an aim bonus this time now, so they no longer have that penalty. You know what would be really funny? But would probably make you incredibly angry right now? If he walked around that bus and there was a sectopod standing right there.
Funny enough, when sectopods are on a mission, they make stomping noises repeatedly.
Yeah, they do. They did that even in Enemy Unknown and Within. So if they were there, and you heard a very distinct mechanical stomping sound in the background, you knew. You fucking knew it was there. You just didn't know where exactly.
Well, it's not like those things are exactly quiet, so I think that's perfect.
No. They're the very definition of loud as fucking possible because, you know, they're a giant armored hulking mech unit.
I have eyes on the enemy.
Hey, some targets.
Speak and he shall appear.
A shield bearer, a mech, and a regular trooper, and an advanced trooper.
Got it. Moving.
The sectopod in the XCOM the Bureau is actually very different from the sectopods that you run into in this game. It actually has a sectoid inside of a four-legged crawler with a plasma gatling.
Wait a minute, I thought that they said they called it the sectopod because they expected a sectoid to be inside, but when they pried it open, there was none.
Yeah, one thing they actually didn't realize until they actually pried the motherfucker open while it was busted, broken, and destroyed was that it was a completely autonomous unit. But in XCOM the Bureau, the sectopods that they throw at you are actually not autonomous AIs. They are, in fact, piloted by a sectoid.
Oh.
Yep. And they're a four-legged combat mech that has a glass-like substance on the top that protects the sectoid. I say glass-like substance because I'm not actually sure what it is, because it could just be glass, obviously, and it probably is, but it could also be their equivocation of glass, because that glass can actually take a little bit of punishment before it breaks in that game. And
closing on target position now.
Then there is a plasma Gatling gun mounted on it that they use to mow people down. Chain shot?
Yes.
Oh! Wait a minute, what exactly does that skill do? I've actually never seen that skill in this game before.
You take a shot at an enemy with an aim penalty of minus 15 flat. 15. And if you hit the target, you take another shot.
You will take another shot on the target automatically.
And it applies hollow targeting, and hollow targeting, the aim bonus applies to the second shot that you take.
The only real issue with that skill, I was going to say, the only issue with that skill right now, none of these guys are strong enough to live through one shot.
Yeah, they are.
Armored or not.
It says the damage of both shots, Alister.
It said 12 to 16 base for the shot that you fired.
It counts both shots.
Oh!
Look,
that must be the perfect information mod kicking in.
Yes.
It's one of the things that we've gone over a few times, is that perfect information actually explains these mechanics in a much more detailed way that I feel this game really should do on its own. You should not need a modification for that, because you will not understand why a lot of these tactics you try don't work very well with certain classes, but work fantastically with others if you don't have this modification. Not without, like, what would probably be dozens of hours of trial and error, screaming failures, smashed keyboards, broken controllers, and a whole lot of anguish as you try to understand why your tactics don't work.
I was about to say broken controllers is coming next, isn't it?
Yes. You knew exactly what reference I was going for.
Now it's time to show you why threat assessment is ridiculous with Overwatch ambushes.
Okay. Show me.
Moving to Overwatch.
Now this is just 2 grenadiers. This is what you need to be doing endgame with your soldiers. 1 shot.
We've been spotted.
2 shots. And the next one is guaranteed because of hollow targeting. And now they're going to move. That's 3, 4, and 5 shots taken by 2 grenadiers. Oh, they didn't move. Mega mines. They're mega mines, Alister.
They're like, I ain't retarded. I know what's gonna happen here.
Come on there.
Anyways, if they would have moved, they would immediately eat 2 overwatches from this guy, then an overwatch from this gal here.
Wow.
What the fuck? It counts as... he's in cover because he didn't move. Your friend suffers.
What did you expect?
Your friend will
Position
suffer for your
compromised.
foolishness.
Moving to designated position. That's affirmative.
Hey. If you run and gun, or perhaps just take the correct...
Javier, he's not a lieutenant.
Oh.
I'm just gonna flank him right here and shoot him in the face.
For anyone who's not familiar with the reference I tried to make the last time when I brought up Javier Hidalgo, that is from Resident Evil The Dark Side Chronicles, which was a rail shooter in the series that was not very well liked.
For good reason.
How many's that now?
Yeah, game mechanic-wise it was crap, although the story to it actually wasn't that bad. It was meant to explain Jack Krauser and how him and Leon actually knew each other before Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, I was
And
actually
what
always
made
wondering
Krauser...
about that, and I had to look through the games, and I ain't find shit.
You need to, the best thing that I could tell you, Troy, is look up a long play if you can stand to watch the entirety of the game.
Oh, I did.
Moving out.
Yeah, and this is a recommendation I make to anybody else out there, of Resident Evil The Dark Side Chronicles. Because if you really want to know about Jack Krauser and you're a Resident Evil fan, that is probably the best way you are going to be able to do it, because actually buying and playing that game, it's not worth it. That game is way too much of a pain in the ass. That game is a colossal pain in the dick. And you really don't want to be doing that.
Hypnotherapy. Is that the one where it lowers enemy wills by 50? Okay, yeah, no. We don't need that. Well, you know what?
Yeah, no.
Disorientate all enemies nearby. Okay, well. No foul.
Oh no, now they all automatically know where you are. Troy, whatever will you do?
All that means is you lose
Not
concealment.
getting anywhere.
Yeah, which you've already lost, so, what does that mean you lose? Nothing.
Affirmative. Covering now. Scanning. Affirmative. Covering now.
Overwatch.
But,
Oh, god damn it, we didn't get one of our Overwatch shots because I had it. I knew I should have Overwatched. I knew
it
it!
was a fucking Uton and a fucking sectoid. Damn it.
What the fuck? Somebody... Oh, okay, it was... The
Finally!
No, the sectoid ate 5 damage. I was
Shot
like,
wide.
this motherfucker ate
Check it before you
15
get too
damage.
close.
He's still rocking.
Yeah, no, I knew either a shot missed or somebody else had been hit by one.
The hit
Fucking
number
finally.
looked like it hit the sectoid.
It looked like it hit him, the muton, but it didn't. But it didn't. It actually hit the sectoid.
The sectoid survived.
I remember when I was much younger and I played XCOM Enemy Unknown, and I thought that the alien grenade upgrade was very vital, but at the same time was such a minor enhancement when you started to get into the late game. And then I realized how much shit I could blow up with it, and I was like, what kind of shit was I smoking to think this wasn't valuable?
Alister, did you just admit to smoking pot as a little kid?
No.
No, you can't take that back now, homie.
The first time I ever smoked pot, I was like 15, and it was my dad who gave it to me.
Nah, homie, you can't take it back now.
He didn't even tell me what the hell it was.
That's even worse.
Until after. I swear, like, he walked into the room after we had a conversation about it, handed me a pipe, told me to smoke it. Wouldn't tell me what it was until I smoked it.
Come get some.
And after I took a hit, then he admitted what it fucking was. Like I knew. Because I wasn't retarded. I might have been naive, but I was not stupid. I was definitely a naive child. I'm not going to lie about that. Sometimes I feel like I still am, but it happens far less often now.
I was one of those silent childs that everybody that had a conversation with always said I was going to be president or some shit.
What's over there?
Well, why aren't your ass in office now? What the fuck's the matter with you?
Because I don't like politics.
Come get some. Moving to
And I hate paperwork.
Got it covered.
I don't like politics either.
network is almost entirely locked
And I hate paperwork.
We're running out of time.
I know you hate paperwork, but you'd probably actually be especially skilled at dealing with it.
That's exactly why I would hate it even more, because everybody'd be like, oh, Troy.
Yeah, I know. Everybody and their fucking cousin would look you in the eye and go, well, here, you deal with this. But if you found a boss who really valued your skills and really understood just how skillful you were... Oh, hi. There's another enemy pod. Great. Is that another fucking muton?
Yes, it is. And it's time for it to get revenge on what he did to me.
Oh, no! Ladies and gentlemen, Torg! I regret nothing.
You have no shame, Alister.
What?
You have no shame.
Let's move already.
Should I have had shame for that?
Yes! Shame on you! Shame! Shame on the future.
Fuck you.
It's as if the weapon actually
You want some
is
more?
like one of those talking guns.
My ammo's running out.
You mean that talking sniper rifle that you talked me into getting when I played Borderlands?
I will have you know.
For anyone
that
wondering,
I helped endorse your curiosity of the weapon. Alright?
Right on the
for
mark.
anyone wondering what the fuck we're talking about, there was a side mission where you could get a really powerful weapon, and it was actually a genuinely really good weapon. And I enjoyed using it. And I pawned it off as soon as I possibly fucking could. Because there was an AI attached to that sniper rifle when I got it. And that AI bitches you out every time you fire your gun and reload.
Okay.
Are these two really worth that?
Yes.
Oh, that's a plasma grenade. Never mind. That's not a rocket. What am I doing? What am I talking?
Even if it was a rocket, it's still worth it. You gotta keep thinking.
Damn.
Which one's
And
more
there's your
valuable?
critical already paying off.
Guaranteeing the death of your... What the fuck?
Oh shit! Oh my my god!
I hate
Troy!
stacked pods of enemies. God damn it! That's basically that team right there.
He's coming again.
That's so horseshit. I fucking hate stacked pods. Especially when they trigger in the middle of your turn as a result of like a gunshot missing and exposing a hole in the wall.
In this case, you blew up half a fucking convenience store.
That doesn't mean they should both pod. One pod is behind the building, and another pod is on top of the building right next to them.
Yes, but you blew up half a convenience store.
They were selling Fritos. It's their fault.
What the hell is so wrong about Fritos?
Eat one and you'll figure out what's wrong with it.
I have eaten Fritos. I don't really like them myself, but that's not the point. God damn it!
All you gotta do is wait about 15 minutes.
That's the fastest case of the runs I've ever heard.
Is it the runs or is it hyperentropic diarrhea? Oh, there's the stacked pod again.
We've got eyes on the objective. Commander,
wait,
we
no.
have confirmation of the exposed access point.
Ah, please.
What's over there? Grenade!
You having microphone problems, Alex?
Oh, Troy, I got to admit that made me really happy. Thank you.
Finally!
I bet it was weed. I love one-shotting mutons with having way too many damage upgrades on
How
range.
many's that now?
There's
I
something
haven't touched-
satisfying.
Weapons burning ammo fast!
Indeed. I haven't touched weed since I quit working at Walmart. Since months, actually, before I quit working at Walmart. You'd be shocked how much of my team actually toked up in that frickin' joint.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
You should be able to nail those guys from here.
Alright, whoever misses.
Not a problem.
Heading there, Noy.
We could just pop them with a grenade.
You just leveled half of a fucking building, and then the game was like, oh, by the way, there are guys up there. I love how the camera acted as though he ragdolled, and he didn't ragdoll.
He just dropped.
Yeah, he just sort of randomly fell down.
That's
Which,
how it
if he
would
got
be if you got shot with a shotgun.
Yeah, if he got shot with a, it's worth mentioning,
Good
folks.
riddance.
If you got hit with magnetic weapons like this, that were basically, small scale railguns, these fucking guns would be like nailing you to walls
Scanning.
with their impact force. You may as well just stay where you are and hack that control system from over there. So you can remove the timer and then overwatch everybody in case
Position
those
confirmed.
assholes move close, and be
Orders
safe.
confirmed. Moving out.
I'm on it.
At least that's how I see it.
Scanning. Overwatch.
Don't worry, I'm doing this because I want all of my Overwatches ready for this turn. And then I want them ready for the next turn.
Overwatch. Overwatch.
Menace 1-5. The Advent network terminal is shutting
Well, you
down.
got one round, and then
Last
this
chance
is
to
over.
Secure the data.
I know. It's because I had to move this specialist over because he's a higher rank. He's a captain, so he actually has higher hacking.
Oh, okay.
Bypassing security.
He's also Irish, so let's hope he's not drunk on the job.
This would be an incredible boon. But this is guaranteed to actually do something. And if we wouldn't have gotten
Well,
that
that
shit
game
anyway.
just validated you right there by going low, by basically telling you, yeah, you weren't going to get that.
We've got access.
We've confirmed successful acquisition of the Advent files. Eliminate any
We can
remaining
fucking
hostiles
do
in the area.
Moving to Overwatch.
I'm sure you can. Are you sure you don't want to reload and then Overwatch with those guys?
They have the autoloader, the free
Affirmative,
reload.
covering now.
Oh,
Scanning.
2 mutons would have
They're gonna
hit on
shoot.
our boosting grenade, and then the Codex would have unloaded our
well, the Codex is going to divide itself now.
Yeah. If she triggers multiple Overwatches, that doesn't get to happen, though.
They got me flanked! They're repositioning on us!
Excuse me?
Why are all the other Overwatches not activating? You had, like, fucking 4 or 5 more Overwatches that didn't trigger. Someone want to tell me what the fuck just happened there?
There's a chance this Codex could actually survive being shot, or being slashed. A very good chance. A good enough chance to the point where I don't want to take that risk, so... This is the autoloader in action.
Yep, it basically allows you to have a chance for your reload, your first couple of reloads, if it's advanced, or your first reload, if it's
Advanced
not.
is 2 reloads, and
Yeah, are free actions, so they will not actually cost you anything.
there's no penalty for killing civilians, so I'm just going to go ahead and... Oh, and it says you'll cause friendly fire to an object. Since we already hacked it, we can blow it up, and there will be no consequence.
That's still fucked up.
Target's eliminated.
Yeah, you killed a fucking civvy with that.
The Codex did it. It was the aliens.
Justify your senseless murder however you want.
She was in the way.
Tired of waiting around.
She was definitely a particularly stupid civilian, because what idiot thinks that it's a good idea?
First of all, when half of the building got blown apart on the other side, what the fuck makes you run and climb on top of the gas station? Let's start right there.
Well, it's not just that. That idiot didn't run away from the fucking gunfire. He just sat there and let people and monsters shoot around him and blow things up. When half of a convenience store gas station gets leveled by bombs, you'd think that would have been more than enough inclination for him to fucking run.
10-4.
Here we are blaming the civilian, and we're the ones who killed him. I mean, you're the one who killed him.
You're the one who killed him. You pushed the fucking button.
You're commentating on it.
Yes, but it's not like he would have died if he had been smart and bolted from the combat zone the instant it became one.
Asset secure.
See, we're arguing like Democrats and Republicans on this, like over gun control laws in public schools.
Shut up. Take your politics out of our playthrough. Even if you're completely correct.
Hostile neutralized.
Which you
Talking
are.
about everything but
Status
what actual-
confirmed. All hostiles are
but,
down and
but
the area is
criminal
secure.
who actually did it.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Clearly, it was the 9mm's fault that people died, and the reason why so many people died is because the magazine capacity is 15 and not 7. That would have surely assured that if the magazine capacity was lower than 7, that nobody would have died at all. That it makes the weapon less lethal and less dangerous. No, because somebody went fucking mental. What gun somebody used, it doesn't matter at all. It's why it happened. But anyways, to a much more brighter note, we managed to finish that mission without being shot at. And only one save scum.
That was still funny.
I hate stacked pods. It's so horrible. They get so much momentum on you for activating midway through your turn. Because not only do they all get one free move anywhere they want in order to flank you if they wanted to, but then they get to get their own turn at the end of your turn.
After a mission like that, spirits are going to be high around here. We might have to resupply the bar.
Another impressive effort,
Hello, baby
Commander.
Ethel.
My
What do you want, baby?
expectations were high, and yet you have exceeded them.
It is getting to where I am going to have to get ready to close down, unfortunately.
Right now or not yet?
In about 10 minutes.
Alright, well, we got a little bit more time to do a couple more things.
Yep. I really need to go to the bathroom too, but I'm going to wait until this video's over. I was going to say, didn't you have a plan for that zone?
Oh, yeah, alien encryption. I gotta wait 2 more days.
Yes. Now.
Supplies, engineer, grab
Avenger
that.
plotting new course.
Yeah, let's finish getting the extra hand that we really needed.
And let's assign that hand before we travel anywhere.
Put his ass to work.
Research is proceeding as planned, Commander.
What do we want to research next?
Did we? I don't
Did we
think
what?
we have ever gotten an Advent turret yet, Alister.
We haven't.
Has made
No, we-
steady
gotten
progress in convincing the remaining
We've just,
civilian
you know, we've
populace to
killed them,
migrate
but we
to
haven't
cities.
actually collected their
With the
remains.
propaganda campaign, providing a constant stream of reminders as to the benefits of migration, they have maintained a steady influx of new converts. Unfortunately, most of these unwitting refugees have little idea what they are truly signing up for.
Yeah, we don't. I was thinking of building that turret thing for when we get inevitably.
Oh yeah, the defense matrix.
Oh, it's because
Didn't you
it's
just-
assigning the person to a secondary slot, not the first slot repeatedly. So it's swapping them out. There we go.
That's fucking weird. Whatever.
Alright, so let's go to
Setting
the
course
New
for
Mexico
Mexico.
area, meet up with the drug lord cartels.
Not
think I could have predicted this outcome, though it is intriguing.
Shadow chamber.
That's what we're waiting for. It's going to tell us exactly what enemies are on each mission every time we see them.
Huh.
We're going to save that facility lead until we get the one finished in in America. And then we're going to research it so we get the one in West Asia that's ridiculously far away. That's going to be really hard to get to. It always gives you the alien facility that's the closest. And it lets you fly directly to it. So we're going to get plasma rifles on the research. We could start up psionics, but psionics is one of those superb late game things, and it's a luxury to be frank about it.
I foresee a number of valuable applications.
New objective added.
Having developed
Build the
a great
shadow
understanding
chamber.
of the aliens' encryption methods, we can now construct a facility designed specifically to analyze any materials we recover related to their Avatar project. I would suggest we begin immediately, Commander.
Alright, let's get Tina Cooper on this power relay. And you can stop working on that shielding coil. And we need Bessie Campbell to build this shadow chamber.
Shadow chamber construction initiated.
Things are going pretty smoothly right now.
Yep, we're already started on tier 3 weapons, and we've really barely even used the tier 2 weapons. But we need to have tier 3s ready by the time we see sectopods. You don't want to be fighting sectopods
At
with
least we don't have to
magnetics.
worry about keeping the council happy anymore, even with the spokesman lurking in the shadows.
You said it.
I still don't like that spokesman, I'm not gonna lie.
We've killed like ridiculous numbers of aliens this month and taken down like 12 Advent facilities. You shut your goddamn mouth, you mediocre commander. You've missed our council mission and now I'm pissed. Alright, nobody's wounded anymore. Our captain just recovered. We're going to be able to take everybody on our next mission.
Yep.
I'm going to scan for a little bit until we run into a mission.
You got 1 minute, Troy, before I gotta close down.
Oh, okay.
Advanced explosives, the smoke bomb, huh?
To all grenades, actually.
What the fuck is
Started right
blue
away.
screen protocol?
I'll send word when the project is complete.
That allows us to use the blue screen ammo I was talking about earlier.
Oh,
It basically grants +5 flat damage to any and all attacks against robotic enemies, including
codex.
codexes.
Including codexes or
Yes, including codexes.
sectopods?
Sectopods, codexes, mechs, turrets, all of that. And the 5 damage that it adds ignores armor. So it goes really well on characters like gunslingers that can take a lot of shots in one go. It goes well on
Cool.
everybody. And I'll be putting it on my grenadiers whenever we're going up against a ridiculous number of robotic enemies. We'll have that done in 9 days. Shadow Chamber is going to be done in 14 days. And what that does is it gives us a full tactical layout of the mission that we're going on. It will tell us every single individual enemy type that there will be on a mission and exactly how many of the aliens are going to be there. So you can outfit your troops and party to fully counter everything that's in there. Once you get the Shadow Chamber, the game is over. for me, the curve completes after you get your sergeant rank in the first month. For me, versus the aliens, it's over. I got my sergeant. It's game. Because once I get my sergeant, I've already got magnetic weapons.
Fair enough. Well, thank you everybody very much for watching. I gotta go. It's about time for me to get ready to close down for the night.
All right. See you, everybody. Good night.